Okay, how's this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? This is why I did a 5-minute waiting screen. I've been messing about with some new settings, and I don't know what I broke. How long have I been streaming now? I've been streaming 6 months. I still haven't learnt my fucking lesson. Gentlemen, how's it going, boys? How's it going, everyone? Hello, Dobre Utra, Gleb Konstantinovich. Dobre, my friends, Dobre. Britbong spotted, hello! The British are coming, the British are coming. Well, speaking of British male VTubers, we don't have very many British male VTubers, do we? We've got Vox, we've got Vidal, we got me, of course, the sexiest man in VTubing, Lord Maulington. Gentleman, the sexiest man in VTubing. Who else is a male VTuber of some note? Any other corpos who are male British? How you boys doing this evening? How's everybody doing? Have we all watched the FaZe Connect concert last weekend? Is anybody here? Obviously, I know some of you in the chat said you haven't seen it. Who else hasn't seen it? Who's seen it? What's your favourite Balam Garden? Hell yeah, Astasha. The absolutely phenomenal song of Balam Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. Criminally underrated Final Fantasy VIII, in my opinion. I really enjoyed the Spoony One's review of Balam Garden, of Final Fantasy VIII. It was very funny. But yeah, honestly, I didn't think it was that bad, and I was addicted to the card game as well. I thought it was pretty good, but there was some room for improvement with the characters. I'll give them that, and the story. No Final Fantasy has a good story anyway. But yeah, you've seen Clip. You haven't actually seen it. Oh, well, I'm gonna show you a couple seconds of everyone, just a couple seconds of each person, and see if I can get away with that. See if I get fucking nuked from orbit again. I don't know. It's not Paramount, doesn't hold the copyright, so we'll see how it goes. Leah blew my mind. Yeah, Leah blew my mind as well. Actually, honestly, I was most impressed by Leah out of everyone. So yeah, before I go into my thoughts on the stream, I'll start off with what I thought about each person, the performance in general, and some constructive, I guess, criticism. And then once I've got that out the way, we can go into gushing about how wow the FaZe Connect girls did. I was genuinely very impressed, right? Because as I said numerous times before, I normally don't care about idol culture. I'm not that big a fan of VTuber music, really. I don't understand idol culture, don't get it, don't particularly like it. But after watching this concert, I'm starting to get it a little bit now, actually. I was quite, I'd say emotional. I wasn't like getting teary-eyed or upset or anything, but particularly when Pippa was doing her set on Ice Cream Machine, and she was doing her cute little idol moves before she started singing. That actually made me feel something. That actually genuinely made me feel something, and I never feel anything. I'm just a miserable, stoic bastard who, you know that episode of South Park, right, where Stan sees everything as being shit, right? Everything he sees, everything he hears, it's all shit. I've never grown out of that stage. So yeah, watching the Peba Ice Cream Machine song, that actually hit me kind of hard a little bit. A little bit loud. Okay, cheers. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? The clip I saw was Aruka and TENMA. Yeah, I was really happy in particular to see they did the Pump cover. That's an iconic, that's just such an iconic Aruka TENMA moment. Aruka and TENMA are like a buddy cop movie. They're like a buddy cop movie, right? It's like Rush Hour with TENMA and Aruka. I think Aruka's Jackie Chan and TENMA's Chris Tucker, kind of, right? It's like two people from completely different backgrounds. You got the hyperactive weird one, and then you've got like the kind of weird straight man. Good cop and TENMA, yeah. But yeah, I was really impressed with Pippa. Pippa's got a pretty good voice for singing. I think, as I said in the Pippa doc, yeah, she's clearly got the voice at least, and if she, put a lot of practice into it, she'd sound really good. And yeah, lo and behold, 2 years after Pippa the Ripper, yeah, she sounded like a really cute, pro idol. So yeah, fair play to Pippa. When Pippa, like TENMA, if Pippa keeps her mouth shut, she could be kind of cute, I guess, right? She can be a cute idol if she keeps her mouth shut, or if she's singing, right? If Pippa keeps her mouth shut or she's singing, she could be kind of cute, I'd say. Breaking news, old vet realizes he has a heart after listening to a singing skit, so yeah, but well, honestly, everybody impressed me. Aruka has that regular song she plays, the second song. I don't know the name of it. Those of you who saw the concert, what's the name of that second song, Aruka? What's the name of the second song after her theme song? She plays it a lot on stream. I can never remember the name of it. It's like that Japanese song. She normally plays it when she does the campfire guitar singing, right? People just had to practice. Her collab with Lisa singing Magnet was really good. Exactly, right? People just had to practice. It's like with anyone, she hadn't been learning to sing that long. So yeah, just from experience, eventually she'd get there. She's definitely got the voice for it. It's just getting the skill to back up the voice, like with most things. TENMA might block you for that after the fight with Sakura. I've not even got around to watching the concert. Hey, time with Chronicle. Yeah, here I am. Yeah, I'll try not to spoil too much for you, but we're going to show a little bit. Yeah, the Mint Hamtaro song was sweet. I fucking love Hamtaro. I remember when I was younger, I'd go on holiday to the United States. I just want to stay in my hotel room and watch Hamtaro because we didn't have it here in the UK. Bloody good anime, that. But yeah, I guess to talk about kind of what I thought about everyone and what I thought about the performance in general. I guess to do the naughty thing and to talk about the comparisons to begin with. Obviously, I think Mint was the best singer and the best dancer of the four of them at the concert, and that's to be kind of expected. She's got years more experience than the others do, right? And she's had a lot more backing. She's had tremendously more practice. So even though I don't understand anything about idol culture, I could see in Mint, I could quite clearly see the difference between a veteran idol and, you know, like novices, which the Phase Connect girls are, in the way Mint moves. Mint was very, very quick whilst being very smooth, very full of energy. I was quite impressed with Mint's movements as she was like running, you know, up and down the stage. And obviously Mint, that's the first time I've actually ever heard Mint sing. So again, Mint's got a nice, powerful, crisp voice as well. Very clean. I quite liked Mint singing. She has very good C range, Mint does. But despite, I guess, I think Mint giving off a very strong performance. Honestly, looking at Leah dancing, I think Leah has like the most talent. I think natural talent when it comes to dancing and engaging the crowd as well. I was absolutely shocked at how well Leah, you know, was getting the crowd going. Right, she's just a natural stage performing idol. I quite liked Aruka as well. Aruka could be a little bit stiff at times, but I think respectfully to TENMA and Pippa, they did good. I imagine TENMA and Pippa in particular were shitting absolute bricks, right? They were really nervous. I felt, you know, Pippa and TENMA were a little bit stiff and a little bit forced, which is, I mean, I don't hold that against them. That's to be expected. It's their first, you know, big performance, but it was still all good fun, right? But I was, you know, you're listening to the jokes and the banter that the two of them are doing, and it's a bit like, you know, but whatever, they're having fun. It's a good first going. I remember, even though I've never performed in front of like tens of thousands of people before, I remember as a theatre kid what it was like to, you know, get on stage and do shit like that, you know, for the first time. So again, with practice, I imagine I'll get better at it, but it was good fun. Leah's dancing was holy shit indeed. Yeah, Leah has experience dancing. She's got God knows how many years of ballerina dancing experience, right? Yeah, Leah's too Leah to feel nervous. That's my headcanon. I'll get on to Leah in a sec. I guess I'll do it in chronological order. I'll talk about each person's set, starting with Aruka, obviously, since it opened with Aruka. But with Leah, yeah, when Leah was singing, Leah's songs, were they Hatsune Miku songs? I don't know, they sounded very Vocaloid-like songs, but yeah, like Leah sounded, Leah like kind of sang like a really good Vocaloid kind of thing. At least 10 years of ballet. Yeah, about 10 years of ballet, yeah. Hey, Herbert Mexico, how's it going, buddy? Pippa and TENMA did the Off-Kai concert before, but we could see it. Yeah, they did the Off-Kai concert. I don't think the Off-Kai concert was particularly as big as the Anime NYC one. But yeah, it's still not very much time on stage, right? It's not very much experience. So I imagine they'll get really good at it, you know, as time goes on. But yeah, let's get into the first bit of naughtiness for the. Let's see what happens. I'm genuinely curious to see what happens. So I'll show you how the concert opened. Actually, it's a really good opening. This is exactly how I would have opened the concert as well. Good. What's the word? Good planning. This is literally how this concert opens.
She's not so strong and not so smart, but music she can do. This is a story.
Oh shit! Hang on. Oh fuck! We're gonna have to do this again because the fucking source. Oh, God, the goddamn source isn't fucking prioritizing it. Hang on. Give me a second. Too loud? Okay, yeah. Did I blast your fucking eardrums out? Hang on. This sounds out of whack. Hang on. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Hang on. And what am I gonna have to do on OBS to get this to show? Hang on. All right, here we go. We can do this, I think. Media source. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, guys, shh, everyone shut the fuck up, okay? Everyone shut the fuck up, okay? Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Sakana. Don't tell the fucking Japanese, okay? Everyone keep this quiet. Pascal Saucer, keep a lookout, all right? I'll give you 10 pictures of Pippa's feet if you keep a lookout for us, all right? Okay, I'm going to show you the thing. Hang on. Is it full screen? It is full screen. Hang on, here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Look at this. This is how it opens. Right, let me get my dumb ass out of the way. Oh, we're starting new. Oh yeah, amazing. Well done, Aruka. That was good shit. Hang on, here we go. And hang on, let's hide that. Okay, no one saw anything. You didn't see shit, all right? Don't tell the Japanese. Yeah, what do you think of that? That's a great, hell of an opening, right? Did I get nuked? No, I didn't get copyright nuked. Hell yeah. Thank you very much for resubbing Lion, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much. It keeps us from hearing you at least. I don't mind going deaf if the last thing I hear is it's a face concert. Yeah. See what? That's exactly right, boys. See what? You guys didn't see nothing. But yeah, some good movements there from Aruka. Aruka was a good opening. I came into this expecting that I'd enjoy Aruka the most, but yeah, I ended up leaving this enjoying Leah the most. The teen idol sensation Leah. But yeah, what was your guys's? What was your favorite set from the FaZe concert? Who did you enjoy the most? Like, what was your favorite part about it? If you watched it, this never happened. All right, we're swearing a blood pact, boys. It's a little secret, boys. Okay, we swear a blood pact. All right, nothing happens. You didn't see shit. Do we have any? Do we have any Aruka? Do we have any Urufu gang in the audience today? You like Pippa the Ripper? Yeah, everybody says they really like Pippa the Ripper. I know Pippa the Ripper is like is the iconic song of Pippa, right? But honestly, I prefer Ice Cream. I really like her Ice Cream song. That's really good. Leah blew away your expectations. Yeah, it's good to hear. Yeah, in what way did Leah blow your expectations, Flake? Song-wise, I like TENMA's original the most. TENMA's original song is the Kampai song, isn't it? The Kampai song? TENMA's new song and The Pump was my favourite song. I really liked Buckingham from TENMA. It's Buckingham. Is Buckingham a cover or is Buckingham a TENMA original song? Who sings Buckingham? Hang on, let me Google that a second. Is Buckingham a cover song? Oh, actually, hang on, let me put the music back on again. There we go. I always like the Buckingham song mentioned. Yeah, Buckingham's pretty good. Buckingham is a cover. Okay. Pippa the Ripper somehow memed its way into me listening unironically. I mean, I always listen to Pippa the Ripper unironically. The vocals in the release of Pippa the Ripper obviously could do with a little bit of work, right? The auto-tune is going into overdrive, trying to, handle Pippa's voice cracks. But it's still a bloody good song. It's really good fun. It's full of energy. Really fun. I think for Leah, this is a real breakout moment for her in growth content creation. Actually, I haven't had a look to see how much people's funny numbers have increased yet since the FaZe Connect concert. But Yeah, well, how did Leah? I saw Leah and Aruka were posting on Twitter, right, saying that they've got a lot of new friends and they were introducing themselves now following the concert. I don't know how big those numbers are, if it's a big increase or if it's just like a gradual thing. She was super emotional about it at last night's stream. Yeah, I haven't seen Leah's stream talking about the concert, but obviously I follow a lot of the Leah cons on Twitter, and I see a lot of them are clipping Leah saying that she loves the Leah cons and crying about it, which is, oh, bless her, isn't that adorable? And it's like, hell yeah, guys. If you'd asked me 2 years ago that FaZe Connect were going to be a corporation of stage performing idols, I would have laughed and said, yeah, right. Like, genuinely, I would have been like, yeah, okay, whatever. But yeah, they're doing it, actually. They're genuinely doing it. It's good fun. It's really good fun. I really enjoyed it. I think that, yeah, as I said before, like, I've never really liked idol stuff before. I've watched, like, HoloLive's, 3D concerts, and they've never really done anything for me. Probably because I'm not a particularly big fan of their VTubers, but when it's a corporation you quite like, and it's a VTuber, and it's VTubers, you're quite fond of performing, then I kind of had my I get it now moment again with this FaZe Connect concert. It's kind of happened when I guess discovered FaZe Connect for the first time about over 2 years ago now, when Lumi went over. I was just like a casual VTuber fan. And then when I discovered like Aruka, TENMA, Pippa, and Irie, I was like, oh, VTubing. Okay, I like this thing, actually. It's pretty good. Kaide Shina. There's just someone who ran past me in Final Fantasy 14 called Shina. Ah. Considering Leah's story about her send me you singing to Fishman during the audition process. Yeah. I made a reference to that on Twitter the other day, actually. I said, what happens to it? No, what causes it to disappear? Hang on, I'm still trying to get used to OBS sources. I said on Twitter the other day, I said that 3 years ago, Sakana says to Leah, wow, you weren't kidding, you can't sing at all. Anyway, you're hired, right? And then it's like 3 years later, Leah, the teen sensation, the mega idol, is wowing audiences with her stage performing idol skills. And Leah herself actually saw that post of mine, and she left a comment to say character arc, character development, because I said FaZe Connect is like an anime. I mean, FaZe Connect it's like an anime, right? It's it mirrors that zombie idol girl anime whose name the name that escapes me, right? Where they start off as scuffed zombie girls after they meet Truck-kun, and then by the end of the season they're all Zombieland Saga. That's it, Lion. Thank you. But that's it, like Zombieland Saga, right? They go from being scuffed zombie girls, unironic girl failures, and now FaZe Connect are actually, making something decent out of themselves. You love to see it, boys. You love to see it. Well done, FaZe Connect. Bloody good showing. Your intro to idol things is Macross Frontier. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. I quite like Macross, actually. Macross is a good anime. Don't see very many people talk about it these days. Hi, Cry Hi. How you doing, buddy? She has COVID. You don't know how much of it was her crying and how much was just a sickness. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. I reckon it was crying. And they all get very emotional after these kinds of things, right? I think TENMA was crying on the stream after the concert. It's so cute seeing the Sunzeri crack for a bit. Yeah, the bratty little idol. Yeah. Sakana's cycled girls are becoming idols. They are. It's pretty good. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It's a shame that Dimitri, Iori, and the cutest fucking thing on the planet, Utatane Nasa, wasn't performing as well live, right? But I hope one day we'll see all of Generation 1 performing on stage together. Don't know when that's gonna happen. Did I miss anything good? Oh, don't tell Zev shit, alright? Nothing happened. You haven't seen shit. Nothing's happened, okay? We're a good copyright abiding stream here. TENMA cried the most, I think. It just, like, TENMA always... I always get confused. TENMA confuses me so often because I look at, you look at TENMA, you look at the way TENMA speaks, her sense of humor, the way she behaves, right? She's like a classic, toxic, like mid-2000s, like gamer bro at times, right? She's like such a spicy shit-posting menace. But then when it comes, but then at the same time, she's like super into VTubing and the idol stuff, and she can get like really, you know, like really nerdy and like emotional into the industry, and it's always kind of like makes me go, whoa, yeah, hang on a minute, yeah, TENMA's a VTuber, right? TENMA's a VTuber. She really does care about this stuff. It always surprises me. Hey, David, how's it going, buddy? Women tears, nice, hell yeah. Women tears and mentally ill women. Sexy, right? I'm sure they get theirs. It seems to be a matter of time at this point. Yeah, I hope so. I can't wait for it to happen. I'm really curious to see. I really want to see Demichi on stage. I want to see Demichi's moves. Watch Demichi like slay a fucking Dark Souls boss live on stage, right? From sad girls to coffee singing idols. God, I love it here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like I guess it depends on what kind of VTuber fan you are. But I think for most people, particularly the old school fans, the main appeal of FaZe Connect isn't just the kind of like the men hair and the early 2000s humor. It's also quite inspiring, and it's like quite wholesome just to watch them go from, you know, like the early days of scuffed mumbling nonsense to, you know, this basically, you know, stage performing idols. Take care, James. Take care, buddy. Tough on the outside, soft internally. Demichi does Kintori at home, so she might actually have the physicality for dancing. Oh, what is Kintori? What is that? Is that some kind of Japanese aerobics? Is that some kind of like Japanese sport? I'll have a look at Kintori a sec. Kintori. Oh, it's a town in Scotland apparently. Kintori, Japanese. Oh, weight training, muscle training. Hell yeah. God, is Demichi buff? Is Demichi jacked? Imagine that. Imagine buffed Demichi. Japanese weight training. From what I know, that's the whole appeal of idols, seeing them grow up to be the perfect idol with your support. I see. Is that that's the essence of idols, is it? Yeah, so my limited gaijin understanding of idols was that it was about just lending your support and cheering for, you know, precious, pure, forever virgin, you know, lovely, cute girls do silly dance moves on stage. I didn't know building up the idol was actually part of the culture as well. I thought that was kind of a, you know, a kind of just supporting a scuffed indie kind of thing. Swole Michi would go hard. You're absolutely right. Okay, hang on. We're going to be a bit naughty again. What was my next plan? Okay, so we've had a look at the Uruka part. I'm going to show you a little bit of the Pump song. I'm going to show you a bit of the TENMA rap. The TENMA rap was good. Given the what did they say? Oh, what did they say in the concert again? Said TENMA's got major what energy. I can't quite do it the way TENMA does. She's like what. At what time is it? Is it 12? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna yap for 20 seconds so I can get to the point. There's the underground. Oh, the underground subtype. What's the underground subtype? Is that like Baby Metal? I know Baby Metal are kind of like the anti-idol company. Okay, hang on. Here we go. One sec. Turn music off. Turn source off. Source. Where are you? Source. Here we go. Here we go. Shh. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shh. You didn't see shit. Oh wait. Nope. Hang on. I need to turn the music on in here now. Here we go. Here we go. Cool. Whoa. Hell yeah. Nice job, TENMA. Am I still on? Am I still up? Are we up? Are we still up? Oh shit, hang on a minute. I've lost the fucking... I've lost this. Yeah, we're still up. Hell yeah. We haven't been copyright struck yet. Depends on the type. Oh yeah, I've already read that one. The part I love is that I don't think Gen 1 girls ever thought they would be here either. I mean, yeah, they've basically said as much, right? They said at the beginning no one thought that they'd survive past the first year. Everyone was kind of preparing for things to go to shit. They had their foot out the door, remember, in particular. Mumi had to come in after about, like, what, 4 or 5 months after they started to kind of, you know, undo the union that they'd formed because they felt like the Fishman was mistreating them and had absolutely no idea what he was doing, which is true which you can obviously see to some extent, right? Because Phase Connect Generation 1 is this weird, like, bitch bodge, whatever the fuck you call it, like this weird mashup of half the cast are English speakers and the other half are Japanese, right? It doesn't make sense to have people of 2 completely different language groups and time zones smashed together in the same generation. You kind of want to have your one generation, your one wave of the English people, and the other that's like the Japanese type, right? But understandably, at the beginning of Phase Connect, Sakana didn't have the capital. You know, he didn't have the money, the capital, the luxury of like having starting off with 2 completely different branches. So he kind of tried to have his cake and eat it, where he just like smashed everything together into like one generation. But it doesn't really work out. It doesn't quite work out. This black screen and no music is very good. I didn't see the concert, but TENMA's Shanty cover from a couple years ago was crazy. She's legit good at rap. She is good at rap, actually. I would really like to see. I'd really like to see more TENMA rap. If you remember the stream from a month ago, I demanded that Fishman include the Pump duet in this concert, and I'm calling it now. Okay, Sakana watches these streams. I'm like the Kim Jong Un, right, of VTubing. So every time I say something, all the big VTuber CEOs, they have to get their notepads out and write down everything I'm saying, otherwise I'll fucking shoot him. Right, Kim Jong Maulington, right? Write this down. I'm gonna tell you how to run your business, okay? Write everything down. Write everything down I'm saying, and don't stop clapping until I say you can stop clapping. Otherwise, I'll have you killed. He's Sakana's here right now. He's in the audience watching. I know he does. He listens to everything I say. Suspicious Reddit application, yeah. I mean, I'd fucking do it myself, honestly. I mean, the problem is I don't have the energy. I don't have the VTuber energy to be a male VTuber in particular as well. The problem is if I ever joined a VTuber corporation, right, and I was like, you know, accosted by a Niji sister type who was like, oh my god, Maulington, you can't talk about McDonald's. McDonald's support Israel and blah, 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 and Palestine and blah, 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 and you're a bad person for supporting McDonald's. And I wouldn't be able to control myself. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, you subhuman retard. I don't give a shit, all right? I want to eat my fucking slop and talk about fucking McDonald's. Like, kill yourself. And then the manager would be like, yeah, so Maulington, tell me why you thought it would be a good idea to tell one of our treasured fans to go kill themselves and call them a subhuman retard. Look, man, it had to be said, all right? Yeah. Oh, dear. Having TENMA as EN was probably a questionable idea at the time, but she got good at saying English so fast. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with Phase Connect in general, right? It's like, imagine what Phase Connect today would look like if TENMA didn't make that decision, right? Imagine what Phase Connect would look like if TENMA remained Japanese and like Sakana actually and imagine what Phase Connect Imagine what Phase Connect today would look like if Sakana actually gave a shit about what that dopey fucking slut Dizzy Dokuro ever said. I'm just joking, I love Dizzy. I think Dizzy's a very smart, a very talented woman, right? But yeah, I do enjoy the Dizzy. I do enjoy ripping on Dizzy a bit. Hang on a minute. I've got the perfect meme, and then it's going in the Phase documentary that describes like the Dizzy Sakana relationship. It's basically this. Hang on. Media source. Get rid of you. This is basically Sakana every time Dizzy gives him a suggestion. Alright, this is Sakana every time Dizzy opens her mouth. Hell yeah. Giga Chad Sakana, right? Oh, hang on, I need to get... Oh shit, how do I get this back? Is this the same tab where I've got all my other shit in it? I do. Whoops. Hang on, let me move you back so I can read chat. There we go. Dizzy, Dizzy hate. No, not Dizzy hate. Dizzy love, but jokingly Dizzy hate, right? Kevin is my Ochi. Sakana's quite a funny man. I mean, I know we all meme and laugh about how brutally honest the guy is. But yeah, it's like I can imagine at times his brutal, his brutal honesty and his forthwithness can probably, genuinely upset and like get under people's skin sometimes. I mean, we laugh up from the popcorn stands, but when you're like having a bad time or you're self-conscious about something you've done, and then Fishman comes in and he's like, "Wow, that was terrible. You suck." Right? You really don't want to hear that in that moment, which is why having Mumi on board was a very good choice, right? A very good choice. Don't think TENMA would have any audience if she stayed JP. They have very peculiar taste on the island. Well, I mean, TENMA's perfectly capable of actually being like a cute, silly fox idol woman when she wants to be. So, yeah, she probably wouldn't be able to be like the spicy Western fox we know and love her as. But she wouldn't be anywhere near as popular as she is now, I think. Like TENMA was grown in a test tube to be like the perfect female, like English language streamer, right? Like everybody, even people who think VTube is a gay and cringe would love TENMA if they saw her, right? Like the collabs that she does with Albino are like the fucking funniest. Like TENMA, when TENMA and Albino collab together, that's like this generation's Aaron and JonTron back during the JonTron era of Game Grumps, right? Yeah, not sure TENMA's personality and chat interactions would probably work well in a Japan or Asian country. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. So yeah, thank God for that, right? She's an absolute firebrand. She is, but she could be a very sweet lady. It's always like, yeah, it always shocks me with TENMA. She very aggressively doesn't care about people who have a problem with her and her content, right? She doesn't ignore it. And she doesn't kind of go, "Oh well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion." No, she's like, as soon as you give TENMA a bit of shit, she's like, "No, fuck you. You're wrong. You're a retarded. Fuck off." It's like, damn, respect TENMA, particularly in VTubing, because in the VTubing, I guess, industry, right, in VTubing culture, it's full of very sensitive, particularly young women who, when you say anything even remotely, negative about them, they start like having a meltdown and PMSing on Twitter, right? So to see someone like TENMA just fucking fly off the handle at a bit of attempted cancelling is always like funny and shocking. I would kill to see TENMA play peak like late 2000s, early 2000s 10 COD. Yeah, actually that'd be pretty good. It'd be fun to see like the Phase Connect girls play like Call of Duty, lobby with each other, right? Get them into teams and start shooting at each other. I wonder who'd win. I think Pippa would actually be shit at COD. Her Overwatch gameplay is terrible. So what have we done? We've done Aruka, we've done the TENMA rap. I'll do a little bit of the TENMA Buckingham as well, so the Kampai Nikki people in the audience can enjoy their lovely little foxy woman. Lovely little foxy woman doing the singing as well. Hang on, what point did she do? Alright, hang on. Give me about 10 seconds to get to the point where it needs to be. I'll just watch a little bit of that. I don't know if I should delete the VOD actually after this as well, because, yeah, this is very naughty of me. Okay, hang on. All right, there we go. Cool. And let me remember to take the source. Use the media source. Can you see that okay? You can see it, right? Can you see it? Up, up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I love it when she does that. I fucking love it when TENMA does that transition into a chest voice, into a low voice. It's really, really good. She's got a good vocal range. I think she tends to want to emphasize her cute, high-pitched idol voice a lot, but I really do love that lower range of TENMA. It just works so well for comedy, and it sounds like very... It reminds me of Pop Team Epic a little bit, like the Tour one when she does like her humor. Deep voice TENMA is so blessed. It is, right? I fucking love deep voice TENMA. It's so good. So good. She needs to do more deep voice shit. It's like, ooh, ara, ara. Oh, yeah. Panko is kind of similar in that regard. What? Yeah, as in throwing slurs. I need to watch more Panko, honestly. I don't watch that much Panko. I know Panko is a lady of the night, but does Panko use the bad language? She always seems so cute and precious whenever I do watch like the moments of Panko streaming. She does swear and use slurs. Okay. TENMA's shanty cover is peak. Funny enough, Vega. So Brandon in chat mentioned TENMA's shanty cover. I don't think I've heard TENMA's shanty cover, you know. I'll have to check that out later. Panko Manko, hell yeah. Panko Manko. Oh, the memes I've got prepared, by the way, for like the Panko related stuff involves a heavy usage of the Sopranos, right? It's gonna involve a very heavy amount of me putting Panko's head on Tony Soprano eating pasta. That's Panko in a nutshell. She's cute, but the memes are true. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I really don't have time to watch like Panko on the regular at the moment. I'll have to do it in like the new year. Hopefully when I've got some time to work on some other stuff. Panko went on 3 vaguely racist rants on the last 2 streams I watched. I love it to death. Yeah, you know, on the subject of that kind of humour, by the way, as I've said before, I fucking love that humour. And something that's really annoying me and like kind of low-key concerning me at the moment is I'm watching more and more people, even people who were alive who were like on the internet during the early to mid 2000s, basically saying that, oh, if you enjoy any kind of, you know, remotely edgy humor based on like race or religion or whatever, then that's basically you being a dog whistle for actually, you know, being a racist piece of shit or whatever. And it's like, that's, again, strictly not true. People are just so fucking sensitive these days. And I'm not going to get into that rant. That's not what this stream is about. I'm not going to go on a tangent about that. The state of like what is considered acceptable, you know, humor these days. Oh god, it's really fucking tiresome sometimes. I mean, if you don't like that kind of humor and you find it uncomfortable, that's fine. I think when you go, there are people who go too far with it, right? I don't like it when people use like the really bad racial slurs, you know, like I don't like it when people, you know, refer to Mexicans, you know, as the B slur, the W slur, you know, black people as the N slur. That's going way too far. I think that stuff is disgusting, but I like, you know, making fun of other people's cultures and stereotypes, right? Even if it's my own. It doesn't make you a racist or a bad person or problematic because you like that stuff. It's not how we naturally bond. Racism is a unifying force. It's not a divisive one under the right circumstances. I love Panko, man. She's my number 2 phase girl. Panko's super cute. Panko is super cute. Isn't funny when it's unironic. Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right. It isn't funny when it's unironic. Okay, you're right, I'm racist. What are you gonna do about it? Crickets. I think I have a clip of her somewhere saying, say the gamer words, say the gamer words. Be right back, goes into Twitter to cancel you. Oh no! Cancelling me on Twitter won't work because I don't really consider myself part of the major VTubing industry. I'm basically just a normal guy who really likes VTubers and like streams as a VTuber. So if people are like, oh, let's cancel Maulington because he says like the R slur, and sometimes I say the F slur, I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I don't care. But it's not like, again, it's not like I'm going out of my way to, you know, offend people with that stuff. There's a time and a place for it as well. There's a time and a place for that sense of humor, but it's like, you know, it's a case of, right, just harden the fuck up, man, okay? Like, seriously, it's joking, it's ironic humor. We're not being serious. I mean, some people are being serious, so those guys are pieces of shit, but I don't think I come across as a genuine racist or anything. I don't know, maybe I do. Wait, I missed the racism? Damn it, yeah. I have a clip of her saying she's racist. I think on the subject, I guess kind of going on that, I think one of the things that will be interesting to see as Phase Connect grows is how, you know, obviously as Phase Connect gets bigger, they're going to be under a lot more public scrutiny, and the intensity of that public scrutiny is going to go up as well, right? So I'm kind of curious in some ways to see, you know, how Phase Connect and certain members of Phase Connect will handle an increase in like the frequency of, you know, attempted cancellation attempts for stuff that they've said or did years ago, you know. I don't think we have to worry about TENMA because TENMA very clearly doesn't give a shit. Like, if you try to cancel TENMA, she'll cancel you, right? But yeah, I am kind of worried about what some people like potentially like how people like Pieper would take it. So I hope Pippa is able to, I guess, kind of weather the miserable failed streamers and terminally online V-tweeters, increasing the frequency in which they attempt to cancel her, right? Hope she manages to weather that okay. Hey, Hero, how's it going, buddy? How you doing, my friends? The Twitter special, hell yeah. In a drawing game stream with Dizzy, Sheena and Rie, Panko gave a prompt saying, long-nosed person, and she drew a Jewish caricature with money. Fucking hell, Panko. Jesus Christ. How does this is the thing, right? This is what always confuses me about some people in Phase Connect. How does Lumi and Panko get away with so much cancelable shit, and yet people are still going after Pippa for stuff she hasn't done in like over 2 years? It always blows my mind how that happens, right? Lumi fucking goes on stream and refers to Chinese people as those Ching Chongers. No one bats an eyelid, right? Panko goes on stream, apparently does the Jewish caricature thing, which got Pippa in a lot of trouble 2 years ago, and then people ignore that shit and they just go straight for Pippa's old drama. I just don't get it. Pippa unblocked everyone on Twitter, so I think she's learning how to ignore the negativity. That's good, yeah. I was thinking about I was thinking in particular the drama that happened around Pippa's like pet stream that she did, and the Reddit Spurgs like got really upset with her because she didn't talk about their pet or something. And then yeah, she had like a surprising moment on Twitter where she was doing that thing, you know, where she like starts cancelling everybody and does the, you know, like the whole passive aggressive, you know, I won't do this again then if you guys hate me so much kind of thing. And it's like, no, Pippa, no, that's what they want. That's what they want. Tell them to fuck off. Tell them to go away. Don't do that. Still at work, but luckily got a chance for a break. Lumi does that. She does sometimes. Yeah, Lumi talks about how it's okay to beat your wife. Sometimes she refers to Chinese people as Ching Chongers. I think Sheena said it best. I'm too small for people to notice. Oh, yeah, Sheena, Amana Kanashiwa is so precious. I do wish that woman would stop beating herself up over the fact that she's very hard on herself because she thinks that because she isn't you know, a stupid, like, hyperactive ADHD Zoomer who says unhinged, debased shit constantly, that she's some kind of inferior VTuber. She's really not. There's plenty of space for, like, lovely, mature hags like Irie and Sheena in VTubing. It's just that they just need a bit more advertisement, and they just need more time for the audiences to grow. Because I think a lot of VTuber fans are still like in their very early 20s, so they do tend to gravitate towards more, you know, like TikTok people screaming dumb shit into the microphone. Whereas when you become like an old senile man, and when you become like 30 or 31, in my case, right, you basically, it's like a light switch. You turn into like you turn into Joe Biden, right? You just want to sniff people, and you've got like a 2-second memory, and you just love listening to wise older women just talk about stuff, right? She's comfy. I love her, man. Yeah, she's very comfy. She's got an interesting voice as well. I quite like Sheena's voice. Makes her very easy to listen to. Right, like, I think like Sheena's the Morgan Freeman of Faith Connect, right? People's answer was just not to use Reddit and to not take chat suggestions anymore. Kind of sad. That was it. That's what she said. She doesn't need to go that far, right? But whatever she feels comfortable with, she should do. This is the thing as well, right? Sometimes Pippa says that she feels bad about some of the bad stuff that she did in the past, and it's like, Pippa, unironically, I don't think you've ever done anything bad in the past. You've definitely done some spicy stuff that will upset people, but don't feel bad about it. You've certainly got nothing to apologize for, at the very least. So she's free to feel bad about some of her earlier antics. But I'd scream at her. I'd scream, Pippa, no, don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong, if she ever did try to do that, right? Be more easy to. Sheena is love, man. I fucking love older women, guys, alright? I fucking love older women. Sheena is my comfort streamer. I love relaxing whilst listening to her talk about craft or cooking. Yeah, me too, actually. You could tell she's a very experienced lady, because she's got so many like different jobs that she's worked. She's got a lot of life experience, and it comes across in the way she talks. She's very charismatic, Sheena. She's very good at telling telling a story. Me more talking about experiences is so good, so many fun stories. Yeah, exactly. She never said the N-word on street. Hey, Canister. Wait, where did that come from? I don't know what we're talking about now. Oh, Pond Wolf. Yeah, she never said, if you're talking about Pippa, yeah, she's never been that bad at all, right? She's in a maturing arc. Things hit different when you grow up, yeah. Who is it that said, do you have enemies? Good, it means you stood up for something somewhere in your life. I think that was Winston Churchill, said that, Pavlo. I think she feels bad about the effect it had on some of her co-workers and less about what she actually did. Oh, is that the context of it, Flake? I see. That would make sense. Yeah, I know that some of the audiences that Pippa have, I guess, kind of brought to Faith Connect over the years have had, I guess, some, at times, negative effects on her co-workers. You know, like I've said before, right, about the ghost politics raid on the Dizzler, which Dizzler didn't appreciate. I don't know if there's been any other, I can't think of any other major stuff that's happened because of that. But yeah, I think most people who like the based edgy stuff just stick to the based edgy girls, right? I'd say there's many different types of Faith Connect fans. There's the people who are in it for you know, like the unironic based edge spice, and those people tend to stick to people like Pippa, TENMA, and potentially Lumi as well. I don't think they go around, you know, I don't imagine people like that want to go turn up to a fucking Chisaka Irie stream where she's talking about Cartoon Network and like K-pop, right? Oh, Pippa said I've never said the N-word on stream. You know, this is a true story. I swear to God, okay? I swear to God, this is a true story. I've never said the N-word in my life, ever. I've never said it in text form either, okay? So don't read too much into that. I have genuinely never written or said the N-word in my life. That makes me uncomfortable personally. But I mean, there's some areas of, like, you know, racial and religious humor that I feel are going too far. Anti-Semitism, well, I wouldn't say like Semite-based humor, and, you know, like slurs against, you know, black. The no slurs based humor is way too far for me, but I like pointing out I like making jokes, you know, about the African Americans' love with Jordans, for example. I think that's funny, stuff like that, right? And I can happily receive, you know, mockery for being British as well. I think that's like one of the telltale signs that helps like identify someone who's genuinely like a racist piece of shit and someone who's, you know, a bit of an edgy shit poster is their reaction to you mocking their, you know, their country, their religion, their race or whatever. If that really upsets them, right? If they're happy and like who they pick on. So if you've got someone who keeps picking on like the same one or two races and religions and they also can't take it themselves on their own race and religion, that's very, you know, that's a telltale sign that this person is probably unironically a racist, right? I fucking love it when Americans like mock British people, and I like it when African Americans make jokes about white people habits. I think it's very funny. Again, as long as we're joking, right? You should watch more Sheena. She's become more unhinged. Yeah, honestly, I admit I haven't watched Sheena much since she started the crab arc. So I have plans to obviously remake the Sheena video I did. So I'll get filled in on the Sheena lore when I do that one, I guess. Not quite sure when I'm gonna finish off Generation 2 videos. More of an American issue, so it checks out. I've only used the proper term back in the day with the OE when talking about that era. I actually have when I was drunk. Well, I have this amazing ability to get people to admit to stuff they really shouldn't. Look at you guys in the chat admitting that you've said the N-words. You can tell I'm a true Englishman. I'm the best Englishman in the world. I start race wars. I start race wars just nonchalantly. Just through casual comments, I start race wars everywhere I go. Picking on the French is always allowed. Picking on the French is always funny. Picking on the French is always funny. I'm Mexican and I look Jewish. I went to my Jewish friend's bar mitzvah. Some old lady offered me a yarmulke, thinking I lost one. I told her I was Christian and she said, "Oh, you're one of those folks." oh, you're one of those folks, are you? What do you think of TENMA's 10 party? Bloody loved it, I bloody love TENMA. I'd love to, honestly, I could spend the rest of my days doing nothing but watching Lumi and TENMA streams and I'd be good. But, you know, out of the sake for my videos, content creation, and exploring my horizons, I have drastically cut the amount of time I spend watching Lumi and TENMA to spread it out across more VTubers and see what else is on offer, right? Back in the day, about a year ago when I first started making content, I basically really only watched TENMA, Lumi, sometimes Pippa, Aruka a lot, and sometimes Ari. And now I watch probably about like half the Phase Connect roster. Sheena openly admits she's a Ringo Dachi. Yeah, those two have got a nice relationship going. Again, this is why I suspect I don't know whether it's just good timing on my part or whether Sakana really is like in my streams with a fucking notepad listening to what I'm saying. But if you guys remember the video I made back in February, I said that Phase Connect really needs to increase the amount of like group collabs and the sense of sisterhood and bonding they have with each other, both within the generations and without, because they hardly ever did collaborations with each other. They did more collaborations outside of Phase Connect than they did inside of Phase Connect. And then, yeah, as this year's gone by, it's collabs and group projects and karaoke relays we've got this weekend out the wazoo. So yeah, it's good to see they're addressing a lot of their major weaknesses, I think, in Phase Connect at the moment. This year's been a pretty good year for Phase. Oddly enough, I've branched out to male VTubers recently. Started watching Maulington and Bagstead. Hell yeah, Maulington and Bagstead, the two best boys of male VTubing. We're the best, man, hell yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of good male VTubers out there, right? People always lament, they say, man, there's just no good male VTubers out there. If you want to be a successful male VTuber, you have to join Niji Sanji. And it's like, no, that's not true. There's Takahata, there's Cabal, there's Heavenly Father, there's Bagsters. Plenty of good male VTubers out there. You just don't bother to go out there and look for them. You know, there's Joel as well. I don't know if Joel's is like a transgender or someone who identifies as a different sex. I assume Joel's a he, him. I don't know. Oh yeah, Eiffel Stan. Yeah, Eiffel. Yep. I guess A4's a different case though, because he's Nyana's, you know, husband, boyfriend, partner. Right, so he's got the boost from Nyana's, right? Oh yeah, it's a Gundam, and of course the commentary channels like Nusagi, False, you know, Kyo. It's a Gundam. I keep forget, honestly, because of the subject that It's a Gundam talks about. I do forget he's technically a VTuber, right? I just see him as a regular commentary channel using a PNG, but technically he is a VTuber, I guess. My sister watches male VTubers, but I've turned her into Cam by Nikki. Hell yeah, furry British general. Okay, so speaking of which, let's move on to the piece de la résistance, or however the fuck you say it. I'm going to show you a little bit of Pippa singing the ice cream song. Where is it? 25 minutes. Hang on. Here we go. I'll show you guys what you've all probably come here today to look at. It's your lovely mega idol Pippa on stage being super cute. I was quite surprised. Well done, Pippa. You were indeed a super cute mega idol on this day. So, volume on. Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Get out of bed and put my makeup on. No, 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 no. Hey, baby, it looks like you've already gone. La, 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 la. Ooh, do I still love you? I can't tell anymore. La, 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 la.
Oh my god, Pippa's being cute. You never thought you'd see it. This southern gal from the south of the United States of America. This base little bunny girl who likes guns and hates the glowies is up on stage doing the dancing and the singing. Whee! Let me tell you, boy, ain't no girl from Tennessee. I don't know what the fuck's in the South. Ain't no girl from Tennessee ever gone and done shit like this before, man, but you just love to see it. Woo! Thank you very much for the gifted membership, Pablo. Thank you very much, buddy. Hooah, buddy. Wait, hooah? Yeah, hooah. I don't know. Do you say hooah in the Air Force, Pablo? You know, actually, just go on a quick tangent a sec. I have to go on a tangent with you, Pablo. Did you play the original Modern Warfare series, Pablo? Because for a time, I actually went by the name Trans Pablo as like my name on Call of Duty, because like Nikolai from Call of Duty, from the original Call of Duty series was my favorite character, and I fucking like loved his little Pablo helicopter he had. So I actually named myself Pablo. just a random fun fact of no consequence. It's funny how Yuri was the last of the original Phase JPs I watched. I've been watching a lot of Yuri. I need to watch a lot more of Yuri, honestly. I think Yuri and Ember are the two last people that I really don't know that much about. So I need to get on that. Look at her jump. Look how cute she is, waving her arms and going la la la. Lovely. She's so cute. What did we ever do to deserve her? There it is, boys. There it is. Pippa cute. Funnily enough, I'm in my 40s, but I mostly watch Hyperzoomer Liam and Rie. I don't have a family, so it's sort of what dumb stuff my daughter would be doing. Yeah, I can relate to that, Baron. So something about Leah's Zatsudans and deep dive streams, right? I thought when I did the Leah video nearly a year ago, it's about 7 months ago now. When I did the Leah video, I thought Leah would be like the most painful Phase Connect talent for me to do an overview on. Because I was like, oh, she just like talks. You got this weird Zoomer girl who just talks on stream a lot. This really doesn't sound like my kind of thing. This is probably going to be a slog. So I picked one of her like Zatsudans at random, and it's like the 2 hour Zatsudan stream disappeared in what felt like 5 minutes, and I'd written no notes down whilst watching the stream because I was just so engrossed in Leah like talking about shit and telling a story. I don't know, like I'd be interested in knowing the neuroscience that like behind that effect, about how it's like how I can just watch someone talk for 2 hours and it feels like 5 minutes. It's really like impressive how she could do that, right? Oh, who was an army thing, but I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I always love like if there's one thing I want in my life, the thing I want most in life is I want a little Russian buddy who has a helicopter who just like picks me up and drops me off wherever I want. And then I like bully him over the radio. He's like, Captain Price, I see you do not have situation under control. Very unsafe to land. It reminds me of time in Soviet war in Afghanistan. And then Captain Price is like, yeah, whatever, Nikolai, just shut up and get here. And he's like, yes, my comrades, very well. I will be there soon, Captain Price, yes. It's like, hell yeah, I want a little Russian wingman with a helicopter. Pippa cute, Pippa love, hell yeah. Iori new look is gorgeous. Iori has a bloody good model. I do approve. Remember Pippa wanted to be Children's YouTube channel, yeah. That didn't last long, did it? That didn't fucking last long. It lasted like, what, 2 days? COD memory, we actually bought a PS2 and played Modern Warfare 2 in our team room in Kandahar in 2010. Very meta experience. I can imagine, did you ever play, Pavlo, did you ever play Medal of Honor 2010? Remember at one point they actually called the Op4 in Medal of Honor 2010 Taliban. So can you imagine like playing Medal of Honor 2010 and being, you know, like a Marine fighting the Taliban in Medal of Honor whilst in Afghanistan in 2010? That would have been crazy. It took me a bit to get to Leah, but I find her very funny now. It took me a little bit to get to Leah as well, honestly. I've been putting it off for so long, and I thought, hey, you know what, let's try and get Generation 1 done in its entirety. So I forced myself to watch Leah. And then I found myself very pleasantly surprised, actually. I quite liked her. But yeah, actually, going back to the, I guess, the comment about seeing Leah and Rie as like your kind of like daughters. I'm getting up to shenanigans. That's very sweet. Yeah, I guess that kind of effect can take place. I get like irrationally defensive over Aruka sometimes. Like I get a big brother complex over Aruka because I bloody love the Trash Bear. She's so talented, bloody good musician, Aruka, and I just find Aruka's like straight man, you know, kind of. I find Aruka's like no nonsense straight man stuff in the group collabs is just endlessly amusing to me. It's like if I were to summarize Aruka during the group collaborations of Phase Connect, she's just in the background going, whoa, at everything like Pippa and TENMA scream, right? Like Pippa and TENMA will be screaming about degenerate shit, and Aruka's in the background like, whoa. She's just like, whoa, all the time. Aruka's straight man, the less maxing Aruka being a straight man. Yeah, I know that's funny. Obviously, when Aruka's on her own, she's a degenerate and she less maxes to the extreme, but when Aruka's like with the rest of them, she kind of almost takes a step back a minute and she's just watching it all and she's like, whoa. Medal of Honor 2010, never played that one, but yeah, that would be a bit surreal, it would. I mostly just like Leah's fashion streams. I don't know anything about women's fashion. How is Leah's fashion, Tempest? Is Leah a good fashionista? Her fashion stream with Pippa was pretty good, I thought. And Pippa talking about how she gets like paranoid schizophrenia when people compliment her, like her outfits and stuff. Aruka's shit-talking abilities is underrated as well. She comes up with some great stuff on the spot. She does, she really does. She's really good at burning the fishman as well. I think people forget that Aruka is one of the original sad girls. She has always been a fishman bully, and she's been really good at bullying the fishman. Aruka, when Pippa was saying she didn't like ugly maids, yeah. Almost like Pippa and a lot of her collabs somehow. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I just like in general, I always find Pippa's collab ability really impressive. She's always able to like match the wavelength and to not steal the show of whoever she's working with. I've genuinely never seen Pippa in a bad collab. It impresses me how she's able to do that. Leah is a fashion nerd. I mean, Leah's a teen idol sensation. She can dance, she does fashion, she can sing now as well. She can get a crowd going. She can act. She can voice act. Leah can do everything. Very impressive for Leah. Is she? Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm going to quickly look at Leah's funny numbers. I just want to see how big she's grown after the convention. I want to see if there's been a big growth. Leah, Phase Connect. Let's have a look. What's your sub count now, Leah? Oh yeah, she's gone up about, in terms of sub count, she's gone up about 3%, I think. Just at first glance. That's pretty good. But again, sub count doesn't translate to funny number count, no, right? TCV is more important. And obviously donations are more important than more sub numbers. Pippa hissing at Leah is one of my favourite clips of all time. God, I barely remember the hissing one. One of my favourite Pippa and Leah involving clips is the bathroom gun incident, right? Where Pippa says, I have a lot of guns. And Leah's like, whoa. Leah, Aruka in groups is almost domesticated. She is. She's a domesticated bear in the group collabs. Lumi talking about Hermes purses was kind of fascinating. Learned all about kinds of fashion stuff from there. Yeah, Lumi could be an interesting one when it comes to like women's stuff and fashion. I mean, one of the things that always amuses me about Lumi is whenever she's telling a story about something relating to high school or when she was a kid, she always has to bring up how she thought that she was prettier than some other girl at the time. And this other girl that she's talking about being prettier than doesn't even factor into the story at any point. Like, this girl she's talking about has no relevance to the story whatsoever, but she just has to throw it in there that she was prettier than the other girl, and it's like, okay, thanks Lumi, very cool. We really needed that extra information. Thank you. Oh, funny numbers. Yeah, reminded me it's payday, time to buy the standee. There's too many fucking birthdays, standees, and merch sales going on in FaZe Connect at the moment. I spent a fucking fortune on the FaZe Connect, on the FaZe Invaders anniversary stuff and the Office Lumi standee, which still haven't arrived yet, by the way. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna get my FaZe Invaders and Lumi merch. I imagine I'll get it either when I'm on fucking holiday and I'm not in the house, or I'll get it in like 2 years' time. I've basically written that money off at this point. Right, I basically just thrown that money in the fucking garbage. No big FaZe, the FaZe Connect merch delivery. The Murray one was a little rough. Actually, I don't think I actually watched the Murray one in its entirety. You know, I think I just watched clips of the Murray one. I know that Murray straight up asked Pippa if she's autistic, which is fucking funny. Lumi is the blondest blonde to ever blonde. She is the blondest blonde to ever blonde. Which is crazy, right? Because she's the blondest blonde to ever blonde, but she genuinely is like a massive fucking nerd. It's funny how that works out. Rooney also talks quite a bit about fashion. She's apparently a beauty YouTuber when she was quite young. Oh, that's fascinating. I didn't know that one. Yeah, I've not done much. Honestly, I really just haven't had much time to watch the Gem 3 girls. I watched the odd bit of Moo. I watched odd bit of Moo because Moo is like a god gamer. But I just don't have the time. Just don't have the fucking time to watch all this shit, man. I'll have to get really into Generation 3 when I get to their videos in about a year's time at this rate. One day I'll get my... You still haven't got your FaZe Wars merch. Fuck it out. Learning Lemon was from New York, made so many things click into place. Yeah, I didn't know Lumi was from New York either. I thought she was memeing. She's kind of hinted towards it in the past. But I guess that does make sense. It makes things click, right? Particularly given how good she is at doing the New York accent. And some of the stories she's told, like when she told the story about how some random... I try not to get Lumi into too much trouble. I'll wash out some of the language she used because of the potential implications. But when Lumi was talking about the time a bunch of construction workers were wolf whistling at her, and then apparently some random lady on the street, like, challenged them on it and asked why they were giving Lumi wolf whistles, because the woman said, and I quote, "That bitch has no ass." That's like, yeah, that sounds like a very New York thing to happen, honestly. That sounds like New York. That sounds like New York shenanigans. Yeah, it's best not to fret over the merch after you buy it. It arrives when it arrives, yeah. FaZe Connect merch is like a wizard. It's neither early nor late. It arrives precisely when it means to. Please be patient, the warehouse wheels grind slowly. I imagine Sakana over time gradually becoming more and more Gollum-like, right? You got Sakana in the warehouse, and it eventually reaches the point where he doesn't let anyone else, you know, like touch the outgoing orders. He's kind of in his warehouse going, "Yes, stupid fat hobbitses, stupid fat FaZe Connect girls, they steal the precious." Right, it's kind of will demand that he. My box is stupid fat hobbit. What has it got? And its nasty little pockets. It's got the box's precious. That'll be Sakana in a couple years' time, I reckon. Warehouse manager. That's a really good Gollum. Cool British accent. Thank you. My Gollum impression is normally much better than that. Unfortunately, it's like a million degrees in here. I'm sweating buckets now. I'm dehydrated and I'm lisping like a motherfucker because of it. Where the fuck did you pull that out from? Do you remember? Do you guys remember my original law? I'm Lord Maulington, the man of many voices. Look, I'm gonna scare about 50 of you off now with this, alright? But I can do Yoda as well. Who wants to hear Yoda? Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Or, know your father? I did, powerful Jedi was he, powerful Jedi. Yes, yes, but for now, we must eat. Come, good food, come. I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience. Was I any different when you taught me? He will learn patience. Much defiance I sense in him, like his father. But I've learned so much. I won't bore you all to death if I'd like scare you all off with my schizo voice impressions. But I'll give you one more. I'll that Yoda impression. I'll give you Cleveland from Family Guy. All right, you got Cleveland. He's like, oh Quagmire, you are what the Spaniards call El Terrible. All right. Bulldog VA. Yeah, I'm the fancy boy. I'm the other fancy boy. Voice acting roulette stream when? You know, I thought about doing that. I might do that sometime. Hey there. Oh, Lois. Oh, shut up, Meg. Meg. Dodie. Fascinated the chat is, Anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue talking on about Face Collect instead of my goddamn random schizo voice acting. So we've done the Pippa song. Oh yeah, now we're on to Leah next. Oh yeah. Connor's Welsh, isn't he? I mean, Wales is in Britain. I'll take the English fancy boy title, even though Connor sounds like an Englishman. Okay, when is the Leah moment? 36:50. Sorry, I'm very gassy. I had a mint aero before I started streaming. Pretty good bit of chocolate. And that's making me very gassy. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, fucking hell. Really? Is it 1 second past the checkpoint? That's so frustrating. Actually, hang on. 1 second.
Okay, don't worry.
Is it? Is that? No, it's 50, not 30. That's why. Hang on.
We're keeping you in your seats for at least 3 more hours. So, until then, please enjoy the Baby Shark song. Yay!
Yay! All right, look at Leah's dancing here, by the way. Watch Leah's moves. It's really fucking smooth. All right, watch this. A little bit more, a little bit more. One more. I fucking love this bit. I love the way she does that. So fucking good. So fucking smooth. How did she do that? That's really impressive. That's genuinely really impressive. If you go out and buy the fucking ticket, guys, and watch the entire thing, right? I think I've shown at this point it's really fucking good. But if you go back, what really strikes me as impressive is how well balanced she is. It's genuinely really smooth movements. Her movements are so smooth and refined. You can see the extreme balance of it, despite her being mocapped through a 3D model, right? It's absolutely incredible. This is a Hatsune Miku song, right? It sounded like Miku to me. I wasn't sure. Oh, hang on, let me put the music back on. Oh, sing it. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of that dancing? It's fucking great, right? Just hit me that Leah sounds a bit like Fauna. I can kind of hear it a little bit. I think Fauna's much more gentler, older, One-sama than Leah is, but I can kind of hear it a little bit. The storm is making my internet go stupid. Oh no! We don't have storms in the UK. We've just constant rain. It's been in my head all week and I still haven't seen it enough. I know! It's really fucking good. It's, again, I don't know anything about dancing or idol stuff, but these leg movements are so fucking smooth. She's got great balance as well. She's got, what did you say again, Paul? It's 10 years of ballerina experience, right? Is that what we're saying? Darling dances Miku. Yeah, I thought so. Leah should teach the others. Yeah, that's a great thing. I think that's one thing that's always kind of like genuinely a bit iffy about the Fishman. Is Sakana doesn't pay, I believe Sakana doesn't pay like people like Sheena and Clara extra for their art and rigging work, right? That's what I understand. He doesn't pay them extra for doing that. So yeah, that's always a bit like, I do, if that's true, I do think he should pay them extra for doing that stuff. I don't think it's fair if he doesn't. Her dancing is terrific. Hello, all networks. Her dancing is terrific. Hell yeah, I want to see more of Leah dancing. I might tune into more Leah streams just to see if she's fucking dancing in it. Yeah, she probably had a really good choreographer to help her too. Yeah, this is obviously much different to ballet in its appearance, right? But obviously dance is dancing. I imagine there's a big lot of overlap in it, like how, you know, if you know how to do judo, you're gonna have no problems doing like wrestling or Brazilian jiu-jitsu too, right? But yeah, that was some fucking sick dance moves, man. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch this again later. 'Cause I'm just captivated by the moves. They're really good. I don't know how to describe it really. I'm not a dancing reviewer. I'm not a dancing master. I don't know what to say other than yeah, that's really good. Yeah, or at least reward them in some way. Aruka needs lessons. I want to make a joke about some of Aruka's movements, but I'm genuinely really scared. I'm genuinely really scared that she could watch it, that she could find out what I would say about some of her dance moves. I don't want it getting out there because it's very mean, but I do mean it in a funny and loving way. I think when I hype it up that much, I have to say what I want to say about some of Aruka's dancing moves, right? Should I say the very mean thing, which I do mean lovingly, or should I just keep my mouth shut? What do you think? Should I do it for content? Should I keep my mouth shut, or should I say it for content? Leah started with tap dancing, apparently, then ballet. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I spent a lot of time researching back stuff about Leah for the Leah video, and I couldn't find anything about like Leah's dancing at the time. Like no one, I didn't see anyone bringing it up. I didn't see it written anywhere. So yeah, despite the hundreds of hours of research I do into people, I still always like miss really important stuff. She can't take it. Actually, not the ATF. Aruka can be quite sensitive at times. She absolutely can't take it, which is fine. We're all different. Lumi was talking about that recently, saying she was glad Sakana forgot she was good at art because she didn't want to be doing extra work. Yeah, I like Lumi's cute little doodles. She is pretty good. I think that's like, oh no, David, you've done it again. Everybody thank David. I'm gonna have to fucking schizo gush about Lumi again now. My Kamioshi Lumi. I'm gonna have to spend 20 minutes talking about why Lumi is best girl. I'm not gonna go to that extreme, right? I'm just joking, but kind of not really. So let me guys remind you again, alright, about why Lumi is best girl. So a part of the reason why Lumi's best girl, and a part of the reason why Lumi is my Kamioshi, okay? Here we go again, boys. I have a lot of admiration for Lumi, right? I don't see Lumi as a looting figure. Lumi is like an inspirational and aspirational, I guess you could say, figure to me. Because I really admire the fact that woman, in order to become successful and in order to become a big successful entertainer, instead of taking the easy way out, right, and becoming just like another, you know, kind of Vtuber channel where she just uses her voice to fucking, you know, make people coom and, you know, spank her ass on stream and, you know, flaunt her assets, as it were. She elects to take the hard way into becoming a successful content creator, right? She learned how to draw, she learned how to sing to a very high level, she's practiced a lot of voice acting, she's tried acting, she's tried ice skating, I have a lot of admiration for people like that who work very, very hard to learn many different skills in their determination to become successful, and then they, you know, they kind of they work on those skills. It doesn't go, perhaps things don't go as well as they hope it would. Right, for a long time, Lumi was a literal who, so she was putting all this work and effort in and developing so many different skills. It wasn't getting her anywhere, but she still continued on to improve those skills and to continue on with a very positive demeanor in spite of the setbacks. And that's why I fucking love the Lemon Woman. I have a lot of admiration for Lumi and her determination to be successful. I find it quite inspirational. Good old skip ads. That's why I fucking love the Lemon Woman, right? Lumi's weird and a freaky weirdo. Yeah, Lumi's. You know what also makes me laugh about Lumi though, right? Is that Lumi's very good at her community, but she has a fantastic way with dealing with the schizos and the weirdos who go a bit too far in their admiration for the Lumas, right? And I think most VTubers, when they set their boundaries, they just like make a public declaration. They say it directly on stream. They say, look, don't do this, don't speak to me like this, because it's cringe and gay and it makes me uncomfortable. Instead, what Lumi does is she makes her boundaries known in a very indirect way. Right, like for example, the latest clip she made about the marrow and the freaky and stupid comments she gets in her marrows. Right, when she was talking about some of the inappropriateness she gets, she was framing it in a way where she was like, instead of like declaring to the chat, don't do this because it makes me uncomfortable, she was saying, oh yeah, the people who are doing this are freaks and they're gross. Right, and you kind of read into that and you go, oh, okay, that's basically Lumi indirectly signaling that she doesn't like these kinds of people. I just think again, stuff like that she does is quite impressive. The mandatory Lumi scene, yeah. When you turn into a Maulington yapping stream, the Lumi scene is basically like the beach scene in an anime, right? You've got to have the beach episode, right? Where the fuck was I before that? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about the mean comment I was going to make about some of Ruka's moves. So when Aruka was like dancing around, particularly during her FU song, I did on occasions think that she was stomping about the place like a bit of a T-Rex, if I'm being honest. That's fucking mean to say, right? But I was watching some of Aruka's moves and I was like, that wasn't very idol like Aruka. You're stomping around like a fucking T-Rex, right? It's like, this is fucking Jurassic Park. Be a bit more smooth and graceful in your movements. Please don't tell Aruka I said that. I don't want Aruka to hate me. Aruka's my third favourite VTuber. I'll be very upset if she doesn't like me. Has there been a Henry equivalent among Lumi's fans? There has, Cielo, there has. Lumi doesn't have one Henry. Lumi doesn't have one Henry. Lumi has two Henrys, okay? And Lumi's Henrys are both called hand schizo, right? She has two hand schizos. I'm going to show you a clip on stream actually. After we're done talking about like the Faith Collect concert, I'll show you a clip from my Lumi video so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll look at that old clip. Pippa stopped checking her marrows altogether. Yeah, how does a marrow system work? I've never used marrows. I forgot Lumi had fucking marrows as well. Do you have to pay to send someone a marrow? Do you like send them $1 or something? Or can you just send it freely and anonymously? She's a bear. What do you expect though? I don't know. Bears are pretty good on their feet. Oh, yeah, she has two Henrys, man. Let me show you the clip, actually, I was mentioning, because it's really fucking funny. It did give me a good laugh about what she said, about what the guy said. Hang on, to find that. I bookmarked it. It came from Lumi's Spy on Twitter. Actually, hang on, guys, quick tangent. I just want to show you some funny shit I bookmarked on Twitter, by the way. Watch some funny VTuber clips. And then I'll get back on to talking about Face Connect. I won't be long. Get rid of the source. Okay, here we go. First one I want to talk about. I fucking love Shando. How does she do that with her voice? That's incredible. I fucking love Shando. She's so funny. Oh my god, fucking Shando, man. Oh fuck, I got a minute. Oh god, I've lost chat. One sec. I hate women. Oh god, this is the moment that I'm gonna have to. Hang on, no, let me put the fucking bookmarks back. I don't want you to see my bookmarks. Hang on. Hide the bookmarks. Hide the bookmarks. It'll be all over if you see the bookmarks. Oh, hang on a minute. The fucking did I not bookmark it? Oh my god, I didn't fucking bookmark it. No, this is it's Jova. It's fucking Jova. Hang on, I've got it. It's not a recent. It must be a recent like. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Your old man learns how to use social media. Hang on, I've got to show you this fucking clip. It's so funny. Hang on, what's the fucking? Where are you, son of a bitch? I can't believe I didn't bookmark this. It's so fucking. Here we go. I fucking got it. How did I not bookmark that? It's such a good clip.
Girls I get are
All right, here we go.
from like the freaks who remember I have Mario in the first place, so none of them are particularly nice and or good. No one normal sends Marios. I like don't read them anymore. But a few months ago, like Hand Schizo sent me one. He was like, your hands looked fatter today. And I was like, but the only Marios I get are
Oh my god, what a thing to say. That's fucking hilarious. That's the worst possible thing you could have ever said to Lumi as well. You never ever call Lumi fat in any way. A fucking Hand Schizo's a god. What a giga chad. Your hands look fatter today. Oh, classic. I fucking love the Face Connect community. It's so good. She already doesn't eat, man. I know. Lumi lives on a fucking diet of like one thin slice of a tomato, right? That's Lumi's diet. She eats like one leaf of cabbage and she eats like one thin slice of a tomato. It really upsets me, right? Lumi must probably looks like Keira Knightley in real life, right? She probably looks like she's probably like 50 pounds wet. I think that was actually everything. I think that was everything. That I had to discuss from the concert. Yeah, I guess we can kind of potentially, unless you guys got anything you want to talk about, I guess we can kind of end it there, really. I just want to talk about, you know, each person's set piece. I just talk about why I thought the concert was pretty good. It was pretty good. Fat fingers? Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, hang on a minute. I was going to show you one of the classic moments from one of the Hand Schizos. I'll get that on stream a sec. God, it feels surreal streaming one of my own videos. Kaneko Lumi. By the way, I called it. I did call the fact that Lumi was going to be a megastar this year. Here we go. Okay, hang on, one sec. Oh god, I fucking hate my old editing style so much. Yak. Speaking of fetishes, Lumi has oh god, yeah, I forgot I used to have this fucking office background. Hand following. She does streams involving hands, which is one of the more interesting fetishes, as I'm a thigh person. Don't get at the hand people personally. Every time poor Lumi does a hand stream, the Lumi Goomies are a bit like this. Aha! I fucking love this stream. This is my best meme Don't believe me? If you're aware of Pippa's biggest fan, Henry, Lumi doesn't just have one Henry, she has two Henrys.
Mods say it's not hand person, it's a
one sec. Oh, here we go. Now this is a clip. This is the
another person. It's another hand
This is Hand
guy.
Schizo.
There's multiple hand guys? Seriously? Hand guys multiplying? I'm not clicking the link! I've learned not to click links from people. Oh my god! I don't want to read that. Ew. Ew. Should I read it? Oh, the mods found it. A love letter to Lumi's hands.
A love letter
Stop,
to
now I'm
Lumi's
self-conscious.
hands.
No hands while I'm reading. Your alabaster arms have me smitten, reminiscent of marble, and like marble, it reflects your cold, calculating mind, yet represents the hard, rough stones in my kidneys.
I just want to say, as well, before we finish is the video not showing up? Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Oh, no, ruined. Hang on. Oh, my God, fucking hell. No. The fucking media source fucked up. Hang on, let me fucking start again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Speaking
again.
of fetishes, Lumi has a hand following.
been
He does
really
streams
weird.
involving
That must have been really
hands,
weird
which
to hear
is
that.
one of the more interesting fetishes, as I'm a fire person. Don't get
here
into
we
hand
go.
people
Here's the video.
personally. Every time poor Lumi does a hand stream, the Lumi Goomies are a bit like this.
I wonder what you meant by it here.
Don't believe me? If you're aware of Pippa's biggest fan, Henry, Lumi doesn't just have one Henry, she has two Henrys.
Mods
Here we
say
go.
it's
Okay,
not
now we're
hand
stop
person,
beginning
it's
again.
another person. It's another hand
To be
guy.
fair to Hans,
There's
he
multiple
does
hand
get her.
guys? Seriously?
He doesn't understand Lumi, which is like more than most
Hand guys
Lumis do.
multiplying. I'm not clicking the link. I've learned not to click links from people. Oh my god. I don't want to read that. Ew. Should I read it? Oh, the mods found it. A love letter to Lumi's hands.
The fat hands.
Stop, now I'm self-conscious. No hands while I'm reading. Your alabaster arms have me smitten, reminiscent of marble, and like marble, it reflects your cold, calculating mind, yet represents the hard, rough stones in my kidneys.
Nothing to say.
What do you mean? I wish this were merely a shitpost, but as I stared into your hands, remiss of any Kumar lenses, yet found myself enamored. Your clean and refined fingers are beautiful in its lines. I find myself desperately deluding myself into what they would look like clutching my own ugly mitts. Forsooth, I may hope that such dainty phalanges caress me in my dreams. I want to kiss and nibble them. I want them to prod me, pinch me. I want them to slap me. I want to experience them. Their hands I would take home and introduce to mother. They have the form of a dancer, lithe and quick, and I would pay to see them play across piano keys regardless of your prowess. My heart palpitations from such an amorous experience has me truly more inclined to adopt your somewhat neurotic love of salads. Okay, salads are great, shut the fuck up. And mayhaps my own hands may adopt such waif yet attractive form. Perchance I may then restrict the blood flow from the transferred metacarpus and cuff
What the fuck
thine
is
own
he even
cheeks
saying
in a
at this
deranged
point? I've
attempt to
lost him. You've
pretend the
lost me now.
stranger is really you. Ah, I apologize. Love is making me a fool, and I
I
shan't
apologize.
bother
He
you
fucking
with my
said it in
affections
text.
any longer. Thank you for bearing yourself to us. I will judge you. You are not hand schizo, but I acknowledge that you are also a freak. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I hate you.
It's so good. Oh, better than Henry, in my opinion. Better than Henry. I mean, Henry was genuinely disturbing. This guy's just fucking funny. What was this person even say? I don't know. I mean, I understood about 90% of that. I am quite verbose because I used to write a lot when I was a kid. But that's like the last 10% of that, I fucking stopped being able to interpret what the hell he was saying. This is a turtle guy 100 times. This isn't Turtle Chad. Turtle Chad just wants to breed with Pippa, making the Dookie Bird face in real life. Sometimes I do accidentally make the Dookie Bird face. I've really ramped up the sensitivity of this model because it keeps thinking my eyes are half closed when they're not. But yeah, but the problem is now is that my eyes even go slightly wide. The model's like, right. Where the hell are my weird followers? I follow you and I'm weird, Tempest. A lot of trying that is just trying to sound wordy. Yeah, he basically reached the point where he was just being obnoxiously verbose. He didn't need to use those fancy words. Same energy as Shane's character from America's Next Top Simp on Smosh. Yeah, I like Pavlo's comment about it having the "it puts the lotion on its skin, it does it whenever it's told" energy, right? If this guy got his hands on Lumi, he'd be like, "Put the fucking lotion in the basket." Oh no, let me out, chat. Let me out, chat. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me hard. God, I'm gonna have to watch that movie again later. It's such a good movie. But yes, that is everything I wanted to cover in today's stream. Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about? Is there any? Are we good? Are we gonna go off and enjoy our Friday nights? Let's see who's streaming. TENMA, Juan, Roka, Saya. Oh, I got Shiki. I'll raid. Oh, no Mint segment actually. I could talk about. Okay, I'll talk about Mint for a little bit. Okay, Jelly, you want to talk about Mint and Jelly? Mint and Jelly? Okay, yeah, let's continue on then. Let's keep going. Hang on. What the fuck did I do with my... Oh, God, I used the main fucking YouTube tabs for this. Professional streamer. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're live. Okay, Mint. So, Mint was... how long was Mint in Nijisanji for? Was Mint in Nijisanji for 2 years or so, right? Those of you, I don't know much about Mint, to be honest. I watched her when she was in Nijisanji every now and again. I did quite like Mint. She was, along with Rosemi, Mint, and Selen were really the only people I ever watched in Nijisanji. How many years of experience does Mint have? Did she do much idol work in Nijisanji? She was Gen 1. Oh, was Mint... Wait, was she Gen 1? I thought she was Gen 2. God. Yeah. Oh, I thought Mint was Gen 2, not Gen 1. Bloody hell, so she's been in there a while. Did Mint have any, like, prior musical dancing skills before joining Nijisanji, or did she get her elite idol skills whilst in Nijisanji? She did 3D concerts before. Oh, Selen was Generation 2. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can see it in Mint's little segment, right? Actually, hang on. Let me find a Mint segment in the video. Oh, here it is. Oh, God. Hang on.
Shut your mouths. Please get up!
Actually, I need to turn the music off as well. Hang on 1 second. We've gone full scuff again. Okay, there we go.
For Mint Santa! Mint.
Well, this is just like the pro at work here now. Like, listen to this. Don't remember it taking that long. Okay, here we go. It's just like, in she comes, here's the professional, right? It's like night and day difference between her and the other ones. But still, they did very good, right? I'm just saying, you know, it's very clear. Look at her move up and down the stage. Look at her hips, her legs, quick and smooth and efficient. Look at that. It's incredible. That might look easy to do. That's really hard to do. I do kind of moves like that in wrestling, right, to get my footwork going. So I'm ready to do like the double legs and the grappling. And for her to be able to move, to do that sidestepping that quickly, that's actually quite impressive. She's quite quick on her feet. Hang on, let me hide this from the Japanese so the Japanese don't come knocking. There we go. You didn't see nothing, right? Still the chibi model, yeah. I take it this is the only 3D model that Mint has, right? I guess she doesn't have like anything else for the time being. Look at how tiny and puntable TENMA is. Oh my God, you reminded me of something else now. Hang on a minute. I've got another clip for you. Hang on. Speaking of mini TENMA. so much good shit on Twitter. Oh my God, I did bookmark this one. Thank fuck. I love TENMA's comment on this as well. Hang on. Oh God. What the fuck? Hang on. Why the fuck did that do that? Hang on. I'm having a professional streamer moment again. Hang on. Why the fuck isn't they clicking on the goddamn post? Right. What the fuck? Why is it putting it in the side window? What the fuck is it doing? All right, here we go. All right, I fixed it. All right, hang on. OBS. Remember to remove the media source. Here we go. Okay, now we've got TENMA up. All right, look. Fucking TENMA says, which one of you fucks did this? Classic TENMA. Fucking love TENMA. Oh dear. Fucking classic TENMA. Oh no, I've lost chat. Fuck, hang on.
Probably.
Oh no, fuck off, Sakana. Oh no, where's chat gone? Fuck. Hang on. I think oh my god, I've lost you again. I think I've used that X tab. It was where my chat was. Hang on, let me type my own name into YouTube again. Lord Maulington. Here he is. Okay, here he is. Here's that fucking lisping English retard. There we go, the chat's back. Here we go. I saw this one, she was so mad. She was fucking furious. It's funny though. Nugget TENMA, yeah. Monster Sleep post hole. Show me your butthole. Fuck Calbush. But yeah, Mint, very good. You can see that Mint's very clearly a professional with many years of experience behind her. Great projection on her voice, very clear. She's got a lovely voice. And yeah, like you can see it in her face, you can see it in her eyes, you can see it in her hip movements, you can see it in the legs, you can see it in the hands. Mint isn't like stomping around like T-Rex Aruka, right? She's very graceful, she's very quick, and she knows what she's doing with her body at all times, right? It's not like the fucking waddling of a T-Rex that's trying to move for the sake of moving. But yeah, Mint was very good. What do you guys think of Mint's performance? I liked it when she did the Dragon Maid song, the Dragon Maid opening, Miss Kobayashi-san. That was pretty good. Searching for himself on YouTube. I know, it's cringe and gay, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really have much to say other than that. I'm not much of a dancing expert, so all I can say is, yeah, she moves good. Very impressive with Mint. I can't wait to see the rest of the Phase Connect girls be able to do shit like that as well. I mean, Leah's got a lot of talent. She's got a lot of skill. Her moves are fucking sick as fuck. I can't wait to see what else Leah can do. People attacking Mint for using a chibi model need to go touch grass. Yeah, I mean, there's a tactful way to go about it. If I'm being honest, I didn't like Mint's chibi model either. But it's like, I imagine there's like extenuating circumstances that she had to use that one. I didn't think it was that bad. I would have preferred to have seen her in like a proper humanoid type 3D model. But it doesn't. Her performance is still absolutely fantastic, right? It didn't detract away from her performance. It's just a little bit. It was a little bit visually jarring. But yeah, these people who need to express their displeasure with something by acting like it's the worst thing ever and that like it ruined the performance and that, you know, this person hates for being such a fucking idiot, right? Stuff like that is just so it's super gay, you know. It's like, it's not necessary, it's not helpful, and it's just retarded. Tourists go home. Well said, boys. I fucking hate. If there's one thing I hate more than tourists, it's Redditors. I actually hate Redditors more than I hate tourists, but both of them can fuck off. It was jarring compared to the other models, but it was good once you readjust. Yeah, that's exactly right, Nobu Crusader. It's very jarring to begin with, but then as she gets into the performance, she's giving such a good performance that you stop noticing it, basically, right? It's like the performance transcends the actual model, like the visuals of the performance itself. It could be that Mint didn't have a model already. Yeah, Mint's not been out of Niji Sanji that long. I imagine she probably doesn't have like any, you know, high quality 3D models good to go. And the waiting list to get like a 3D model is ridiculously long as well. Obviously, for someone of Mint's fame and importance, she'd probably get like an immediate slot on priority for a 3D model. But if you're a literal who and you want a semi-respectable company to give you a 3D model, there's about a 2-year waiting list in most places. Originally, when I did my original 3D model, you know, like the furry model that I've got, that one, but that company who did that one for me, I had to wait 6 months for them to begin work on it, and then I had to wait 3 months for them to complete it. And well, like one of the companies who like do the Hollow Stars Chibis 3D models. To get like a full humanoid model out of them, I had to wait 2 years for them to have a slot open for me, right? So that's kind of how popular VTubing is becoming at the moment. You can be put on a 2-year waiting list if you want someone who's any good to make you like a 3D model. It's crazy, man. Speaking of chibis, you should see the chibi panko used in a Euro Truck Simulator stream. I actually watched a Euro Truck Simulator stream, actually, Astasha. I accidentally became a bit of panko lore for a couple minutes, right, with Maulington roads, right, when I did the raids. Apparently panko ran me over as part of Maulington Road. Yeah, long list, unless you are a big name, we'll throw around a lot of cash. This is the thing, Direwolf, I had a lot of cash to throw around. I was willing to pay their ridiculous prices. They were charging, so to get like a Hollow Stars level 3D model, that was around about £6,000. I was like, yeah, I'll pay 6k for a 3D model. And still had to wait 2 years. I think at this point, they prioritize important clients over the money. There are so many people out there who are desperate to become a big famous VTuber that they're willing to spend an awful lot of money up front on their very first like streaming escapade. It's not just the veterans who are buying this work. Literal Hughes who have never streamed before and have no online presence are even spending $6,000 plus on like a super high quality live 2D or 3D model to try and make it into VTubing. I know this because I actually had a look at their list of previous clientele, obviously to take a look at the work and see if I liked it. And I looked at like the last 15 people they did work for, and of the last 15 people who'd spent, bearing in mind, probably over 6k on these models, 12 of them have graduated. So 12 of their last 15 clients who weren't important had graduated, and 3 of them were people who'd been VTubing for like a year and a half, and had like 50 followers on Twitter and like 20 subscribers, right? So yeah, don't underestimate how desperate people are to try and be, you know, a big famous VTuber. So you know, I was perfectly happy to just get stuck in with like a $50 live 2D chibi from Whimsy Cat, right, whilst I was waiting for a more reasonable model to be done, right? My 3D furry model that cost me £1,200, right, which is obviously expensive maybe to younger people, but to me it's really not that much money. That's like less than right, that's like a third of my monthly pay. That's less than a third of my monthly paycheck, right? So I'm not too bothered about parting with 1.2k. But yeah, I can imagine there's like 20-year-old kids, right, who are getting themselves into debt probably to get, you know, the super bestest model possible in order to, I think, because they think that that's what that equals success, right? It's like, oh, I've got one of the best models available, and I spend a fuck ton of money on it, that'll make me very successful. And it's like, no, I'm afraid it's not. You actually have to be entertaining and engaging, or like offer something to people other than a nice model if you want to be successful, I'm afraid. Hey Felix, I'm basically just about to pretty much end the stream. And yeah, people dump all their money into a fancy model to get magged, and some of them actually end up going on to trying to resell it as well. Right, you'll see if you go out there, you'll actually see quite a few people reselling their old expensive models because they've given up with VTubing. They've tried it for a year, 2 years, they're not getting anywhere, and they're like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'll give up. Trying to sell my model, trying to recover some of the loss. Actually, I want to watch Pippa's VTubing budget stream. I did see she was doing that a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago or something. Be interested to see what her thoughts on it were. I mean, my input on like getting started on VTubing would be, yeah, just get like a really fucking cheap PNG or like scuffed live 2D thing, and see if you even like being a content creator to begin with first, right? You might hate being a content creator, you might not enjoy doing it in the first place, and then see if you've actually got anything to offer people so they want to turn up and watch you, right? Before you drop fucking 7k on a model. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I'll end today's stream there. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I love you very much, my lovely boys. Give Lord Maulington a kissy wissy. And I will raid if she is got raids turned on. I'll raid Shiki. Good old Shiki. Behave yourselves in Shiki's stream if you're going to watch her, by the way. Shiki's an idol, and she says so. Well, I wouldn't say she says so. She's not a spicy woman, so, you know, behave yourselves. If she's got raids turned on. Has she got raids turned on? Oh, she doesn't have raids turned on anyway. Never mind. Let's raid the Spicy Fox. Okay, I'm sending you to Kirsha. Spicy Fox Love, thank you very much for tuning in to today's stream, guys, and have a good evening. I'll see you when I see you next. Okay, I've done it. Professional streamer moment. End broadcast. Okay, bye-bye.